loving someone because they're perfect or flawless is something you hear in generic love songs or romance movies. But is loving someone because they're perfect truly love? Well, not really if you think about it. It doesn't take much to love someone who is perfect. I'd argue that what you're actually loving is what the person can do for you, or the idea of the person, more than the person themselves. And once those rose-colored glasses come off and you realize the person isn't perfect but has problems too, all the so-called love seems to go away as well. And then it's on to the next fantasy. Well, at least until it's interrupted by reality once more. However, loving someone in spite of their flaws is far more meaningful. It demonstrates that you care for and love the person, not just what you can get out of it, not just the idealized version of the person, but the real, the imperfect, the unmasked, and unphotoshopped version of them. Now, mind you, this kind of love isn't easy, but it is the type of love that we are called to. Check out what it says in Luke 6, verse 32 and 36. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect something in return, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be paid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you'll be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. That's not an easy ask at all. But notice the reason Jesus gives. He says, be merciful just as your Father is merciful. In other words, God isn't asking us to do something that He didn't do Himself. Matter of fact, in Romans 5 verse 8, it tells us that God demonstrated His own love for us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. God didn't wait until we got ourselves together first. God didn't wait until we cleaned ourselves up. God didn't wait for us to turn our life around. No, while we were yet enemies with God, He chose to demonstrate His love for us. In the same way, He's asking us, those who are created in His image, in His likeness, to do likewise. Not because they deserve it, because if we got what we deserved from God, well, none of us would be here right now. So we don't love people because they warrant it or deserve it. No, we love people because God loves us in spite of all our flaws. And He's asking us to love like He loved. For we are children of the Most High. And as always, think on these things.